Okay, good morning. Here's a video for the 9E notes. Y'all can go ahead and get this down. Just a couple things that I want to go over more with regards to parts of circles in case we're not totally sure on this stuff. Um, it sort of pieces together some of the stuff we already sort of know. I just want to make sure it's organized into one thing. So, sector area of circle is the first thing I want to talk about. So, if we have a circle and we just want to find part of the area here. So let's say we have like a slice of this pie right here. All right, and we want to find that area. Okay. What we're gonna do is this area right here. It's a fraction of the circle's area. Okay, it's a fraction of the area. We know that the area for a circle is pi r squared. Okay, so it's going to be a fraction of pi r squared. And think back to when we did arc length. The fraction is going to come from the central angle. Okay, we're going to use in front of this thing n over 360, and we're going to times it by pi r squared to find out what that area is. Okay, so like lengths of arcs, we're going to use n 360 as our formula to find area of a sector. So the circle area is pi r squared, and so the sector area formula is n over 360 times pi r squared. Okay, so if I go to this circle here for a minute, let's just say the radius has a length of 8. All right, the radius is a length of 8, and let's say this angle here is 45 degrees. All right, so what's going to happen here is this formula is going to be 45 over 360 times 2. Check that it's not a 2. Times 3.14, which is pi, times 8 squared. Okay, 45 over 360 times 3.14 times 8 times 8. All right, so the final answer for that should be about 25.12. All right, so 25.12 is going to be the area of this circle right there. Or not area of the circle, excuse me, the area of this blue section right there would be the area of that. Okay, take a minute and try to find the area of these sectors here, here, and here. I'm going to go down to this bottom part here, and this is the part that's a little bit more confusing. I'm going to try to make it nice and simple for you guys. Okay, so let's say we want to find the circle ring area here. So we have this green ring right here. We want to find the area of that ring. Okay, well, the ring area is the area of the outer circle minus the area of the inner circle. Okay, now the outer circle. All right, I'm just going to put that in green for a minute. So we have, pi r squared on the outer circle. All right, and let's say the inner circle, I just make it black for right now. So we're going to minus pi r squared there. Okay, now I'm going to rearrange this formula a little bit to where what we can do is we could say, okay, I'm going to have my green radius squared minus my other radius squared, and that's going to distribute to pi. Okay, so what we can do is we can simplify it by squaring the radii, subtracting them, and then multiplying by pi. And so here's what I mean. And I'm doing this to sort of, keep it clean, and now we don't have to do a whole bunch of stuff. So let's say the inner circle right here, I don't know, let's say the inner circle has a radius of 10. All right, let's say this little thing right here has a length of 2. All right, so what's going to happen, my outer circle, my big circle, is really going to have a radius of 12 because we have, from here to here is 10 plus another length of 2. So we're going to have 12 squared, okay, is for our outer radius, okay, and 10 squared is going to be the inner radius, and we're going to just add those, or square those, subtract them, and multiply to pi, okay. So this whole circle here has a radius of 12, so we got 12 squared. The inner circle has a radius of 10, okay, minus 10 squared. All right, so 12 squared is 144, 10 squared is 100, so we have 144 minus 100. So what's going to be left is going to be left 44 pi. All right, 44 pi is really going to be this green area right here. I don't know why I did it in that, but that green area is going to have an area of 44 pi because we have 144 is the radius squared of the big circle. 100 is the radius squared of the small circle. So 44 times 3.14 is going to be what's left. It's going to be our green area right there. Okay. I think it's simpler to do it that way because now we don't have to multiply and do all that. It looks a lot cleaner. Our final answer would be 138.16. But, doing this by squaring the radii, subtracting them, and multiplying by pi just makes it nice and cleaner. And if you want to leave your answer as 44 pi, that is totally fine. I'm going to do one more here. So here, find a green area if the inner circle has a radius of 3 inches and each ring is 2 inches outside the last one. So we're going to say this thing has a radius of 3, and each one of these has a length of 2. Okay, so here we have our outer green ring right here. All right, so again, we're going to take the radii, square them, and subtract them. So let's think about this for a minute here, okay? This whole circle has a radius of 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, okay? So this whole circle has a radius of 9. All right, and we're going to subtract the circle that's just inside of it. So the circle that's just inside of it has 3, 2, and 2, which is a radius of 7. Okay, so the outer green thing we're going to go 9 squared minus 7 squared. I want to multiply that by pi, okay? So when we have 9 squared minus 7 squared times pi, so the outer green thing is going to have an area of 32 pi, okay? Because 81 minus 49 is 9 squared minus 7 squared is 32, okay? So this outer green thing has an area of 32 pi because this radius was 9, this radius was 7, subtract them, okay? Now when we go to these other two circles in here, I'm going to do this in pink. So this outer green ring right here has a radius of 5 because we have 3 and 2. And the circle just inside of it has a radius of 3, okay? So if we're looking for our inner green ring, all right, we're going to have 5 squared minus 3 squared pi. So this green ring inside here, radius of 5, so 5 squared, which is 25, minus 3 squared, which is 9. Okay, so the inner green ring has an area of 16 pi. So as we go to clean this up, this outside ring, after we do 9 squared minus 7 squared, is 32 pi. The inner green ring has an area of 16 pi. All right, and so we will add these bad boys up, 32 pi plus 16 pi. So all the green together has an area of 48 pi. So all that green together has an area of 48 pi. All right, and 48 times 3.14 is about 150.72. All right, so remember, just outer ring minus inner ring, okay? Square the radii, subtract them, multiply by pi, okay? And if we're doing multiple ones together, just keep it sort of written like this, nice and clean over here, and then combine like terms as you need to when we go forward, okay? So try that out. You could try to do the red area, gray area, yellow area, total area. In here, I think the red and the yellow would be the easiest ones to do first. Particularly the yellow would probably be the best one to do first. There's only one ring right there. And that is that. And we will talk about this later. Y'all take care.